Real Madrid. Founded in 1902, the club initially grew in Spanish football, but it was the 1950s that marked the start of its dominance. Under President Santiago Bernabeu, who took charge in 1943, Real Madrid not only built the iconic Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, but also established itself as a force in European football. Bernabeu played a key role in the creation of the European Cup, now the UEFA Champions League, and the club dominated its early years, winning the first 5 titles in a row between 1956 and 1960. This period, with legendary figures like Alfredo Di Stefano and Ferenc Puskas, made Real Madrid the first global powerhouse. Over the following decades, Real Madrid continued its success domestically and in Europe, collecting La Liga titles and European trophies. However, it was the 2000s that marked another key turning point. Under President Florentino Perez, Real Madrid adopted the Galacticos strategy, signing global superstars such as Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane, and Ronaldo. This approach not only brought success on the field, but massively boosted the club's global profile as Real Madrid became a commercial juggernaut. The arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo in 2009 marked another golden era for the club, helping Real Madrid win multiple Champions League titles. Today, with a record 15 Champions League trophies, their almost never-ending success has made them football's top dog. Barcelona. Founded in 1899, the club initially struggled to break through in Spanish football. However, it steadily grew in stature, particularly after the Spanish Civil War, when Barcelona became a symbol of Catalan identity. The club's motto, Més que un club, more than a club, reflects its deep cultural significance. Barcelona's footballing success began to grow in the 1950s, but it truly began to take off in the 1980s under the guidance of coach Johan Cruyff. Cruyff's arrival marked a turning point in Barcelona's playing philosophy, introducing a more attacking and possession-based style of football. This laid the foundation for the club's famous tiki-taka style. The 2000s and early 2010s marked Barcelona's most successful period. Under manager Pep Guardiola, the club reached new heights. Guardiola's tactical innovations, combined with the brilliance of players like Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta, led to multiple La Liga titles and Champions League victories. With the help of the greatest footballer of all time, Barcelona became widely regarded as one of the best football teams in history, not just for their success, but also for their beautiful and revolutionary style of play. Manchester United. Founded in 1878 as Newton Heath, the club changed its name to Manchester United in 1902. However, it was in the post-World War II period that United truly began its ascent. Under manager Sir Matt Busby, who took over in 1945, Busby built a young dynamic team known as the Busby Babes. The tragic Munich air disaster in 1958, which claimed the lives of 8 players, was a heartbreaking setback. However, Busby's resilience saw the club rebuild, culminating in the 1968 European Cup win, their first, marking their place among Europe's elite. United's golden era came under Sir Alex Ferguson, who was appointed manager in 1986. Ferguson's leadership turned United into the dominant force in English football. Over 26 years, he led the club to 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies. Players like Eric Cantona, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, and Cristiano Ronaldo made United one of the most successful and marketable teams in the world. Off the field, United's commercial success was equally important, having particular success across Asia, leaving it today as England's biggest club. Bayern Munich. Founded in 1900, the club's first major breakthrough came in the late 60s and early 70s, when it won its first Bundesliga title and first European Cup. This era saw the rise of legendary players like Franz Beckenbauer, Gerd Müller, and Sepp Maier. However, it was in the 1980s and 90s that Bayern truly solidified its position at the top. The club's consistent domestic dominance in the Bundesliga, coupled with success in European competitions, helped separate them from the rest of the German clubs. The 2000s brought a new era of global growth. Under the leadership of President Uli Hoeneß, Bayern Munich shifted from a primarily regional brand to a global footballing institution. The construction of the Allianz Arena in 2005, combined with savvy marketing and a keen focus on youth development, helped expand Bayern's influence worldwide. Players like Arjen Robben, Frank Ribéry, and Thomas Müller played pivotal roles in maintaining Bayern's success, both in Germany and Europe. Liverpool. Founded in 1892, Liverpool quickly established itself as a dominant force in English football. However, it was in the 1960s and 70s that the club truly began to shine. Under the leadership of manager Bill Shankly, Liverpool became known for its aggressive, fast-paced style of play, a system that led the club to multiple league titles. In the 1980s, Liverpool reached the pinnacle of English and European football. Under managers like Bob Paisley and Joe Fagan, the club dominated domestically, winning several First Division titles and European trophies, including 4 European Cups between 1977 and 1984. The team boasted legendary players like Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush, and Graham Souness. However, after the 1980s, Liverpool's dominance started to wane. Despite continued success in domestic competitions, the club faced a period of relative decline in Europe, especially in the 1990s and early 2000s. A turning point came in 2005 with the unforgettable Champions League comeback against AC Milan, restoring Liverpool's status on the global stage. In recent years, Liverpool have won both the Premier League and the Champions League under manager Jurgen Klopp, helping the club regain its former glory and adding a new chapter to the club's rich history. Thanks for watching.